I stepped off the stage, diploma in hand, and felt my phone buzz deep in my coat pocket. Applause echoed behind me. Cheers, flashes, proud cries, but none of it was for me. I didn't bother scanning the rows of faces. I already knew. My family wasn't there. Not my wife. Not my daughters. Not even my son, the one who once looked up at me and said he wanted to be just like me. They were all at my brother's backyard cookout. I stood just beyond the side doors of the auditorium, one hand clutching the ceremonial folder, the other gripping my phone. The screen lit up. A message from her. Emma, asterisk, we need to talk. Urgently. Asterisk sent 10 minutes ago. I didn't open it. Just stare at those 4 words like they were some kind of code. Like the timing meant more than the message itself. She'd said nothing all day. No good luck, no apology, no excuse. Just silence, and now this. Still, I hadn't cried. Not when I passed the rows of empty chairs. Not when the dean handed me the certificate. Not even when the family beside me erupted in joy for someone else's moment. But now, standing alone with that unread text, I felt something far colder than sadness. A void, clean and hollow. The house reeked of grilled smoke when I got home. I could hear laughter drifting in through the walls, distant but clear. They were next door, my wife, my children, my brother, laughing, living. None of them had thought to reach out before that moment. None had bothered with even a text. I climbed the stairs in silence and opened the bedroom window. Through the gap in the trees, I could see their celebration. My wife by the pool, shoulder tilted toward my brother, laughter spilling from her mouth like it belonged there. He leaned in close. She didn't move. Her fingers touched his arm and lingered. I closed the window without a word, sat on the edge of the bed. There was no rage, no heartbreak, just clarity, sharp and precise, like a switch clicking into place. I began with the phone logs. 2 months' worth, dozens of late-night messages, quick calls at strange times, always the same number, his, my brother's. I compiled it all, screenshots, timestamps, patterns, gave the folder a simple name. Then came the images. My daughter's open social media revealed more than she intended. A story from last month, my wife in my brother's kitchen, wearing an old hoodie. His hoodie, once mine, borrowed long ago and never returned. I didn't care about the fabric. I cared about the way she looked comfortable in it, like she belonged there, like she forgot she once belonged with me. I ordered a discreet paternity test. Swabs taken while the children slept. No confrontation, no announcement, just method and silence. I sent the package myself and waited. The days dragged, but I didn't fall apart. I didn't lash out. I watched, quietly. She no longer kissed me goodbye, no longer asked about my lectures or my day. The kids followed her lead, distant, distracted, next door more often than not. I had become furniture in my own house. The envelope arrived on a Thursday. I opened in the car, parked beneath the flickering light outside a pharmacy. The results were conclusive. 2 of the 3 children weren't biologically mine. I didn't weep. My hand stayed steady. I tucked the papers back into their envelope, expression unreadable. That evening, I left a report on the dining table. She walked in, humming something from the party playlist. Her steps faltered when she saw it. What is this? I didn't speak. She picked up the document, eyes scanning the page. Her face went pale. Her lips parted, voice cracking. I can explain. Still, I said nothing. Her own silence from earlier now roared back at her through the quiet. She collapsed into a chair, breathing uneven, hands trembling. I watched her fall apart without a sound. Then I walked to the kitchen, retrieved a second envelope from the drawer, this one heavier, full, messages, images, a mapped-out timeline. I placed it next to her. She sifted through it all, her voice barely a whisper. How long have you known? I tilted my head. Long enough. Tears welled in her eyes. Asterisk, why didn't you say anything? Why not confront me sooner? Asterisk, because I wanted you to feel safe. She stared, confused. Safe? Safe enough, I replied, to wrap the noose with your own comfort. She didn't respond. I leaned in slightly. Asterisk, I've already filed for full custody of the one child who is mine. Asterisk. Her mouth moved, but no words came. I stood, calmly adjusted my coat, and turned toward the door. You're just going to leave? She called after me. I paused. Look back. No. Hope flickered in her eyes. Asterisk, you're going to explain to the children why I left, and why only one of them gets to visit me. Asterisk. Then I left. I didn't stop when I heard her scream. Didn't turn around when the youngest cried my name. The other two just stood there, quiet, unsure, distant. I drove away without a glance in the mirror, because I wasn't leaving my family behind. I was leaving the illusion, and I was finally free.